It was a freezing, bitter cold January night in Maine, the kind where the chill seems to seep into your bones, refusing to leave. I'd been working as an emergency oil delivery guy for a good part of the decade, but nothing could have prepared me for that night. I got a call around midnight for an urgent delivery. An old, frail voice on the other end pleaded for a refill, her voice quivering as much from fear as from the cold. "Please, I can't survive the night," she said. It was a rural area, far off from the warmth of a town's embrace, surrounded by deep snowdrifts that gleamed like teeth in the moonlight. I reached her home, a quaint but dilapidated house that looked like it had been weathering the Maine winters for more than a century. The snow was untouched, which was strange. No tracks leading to the house, no signs of life. It was as if the place had been dropped into a sea of white, left to fend for itself. The air was eerie, too still, too silent. I knocked, once, twice, receiving only the echo of my own raps as an answer. I let myself in, calling out to announce my presence, but the only greeting I got was the oppressive, bitter cold that hung in the house like a specter. The temperature inside was almost colder than out. I found her in the bedroom, lying in bed with an expression of peace that belied the harshness of her demise. The old woman was dead, had been for a while it seemed. But who made the call? The phone was off the hook, resting beside her as though she'd been the one to summon me. Yet, the dust on the receiver said otherwise. It hadn't been moved in ages. The stillness of the house closed in on me, my breaths turning to fog as panic began to claw its way up my throat. I was alone, or at least, I prayed I was. The question of who beckoned me there that night lingered, frost on the window pane that wouldn't thaw. I called it in, the police, the ambulance. But in a town where everyone knows everyone and strangers are as rare as warm days in January, the mystery only deepened. They said she'd been dead for days, the last of her family line. No friends to speak of. No one who'd call. Yet, someone had. The story spread through town like wildfire, chilling the bones of even the skeptics. They say the old woman still calls for oil deliveries on cold January nights, waiting for someone to heat the home that claimed her life. But me? I don't wait for calls anymore. I left that job, left Maine, but the chill of that night never quite left me. This is the story that haunts my dreams, a reminder that some things in life and death can't be explained. And sometimes, it's the not knowing that's the scariest part of all.